Diligent gameplay drama here. Um, I'm trying to free up some storage today on my phone. I don't have a lot of storage, and I keep seeing that annoying message popping up saying that I need to free up some storage. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna try to search for some games in my Play Store to download. I'm outdoors and it's windy, so you can probably hear the wind in the background. If you are and if it's disturbing you, I want to apologize, but I am outdoors right now. Alright, so usually how I like to free up storage, I like to go to my apps. In my settings, I like to go to apps, and then I've already, just before I started the live stream, I already cleared the cache storage for YouTube. So I'm just gonna check the other apps and see if there's any cache there that I can clear. So I'm gonna tap storage, and then let's see the cache on my WhatsApp. So the cache on my WhatsApp is really not a lot. It's just 11 megabytes and 4 kilobytes. So I'm gonna leave that. Let me try Chrome. Usually the browsers such as Chrome or any other default browsers that comes with your mobile phone, after a period of time of using them, they tend to store a lot of cache. And cache is like how a browser or an app store information about what you're doing, so that it can make suggestion and better help you. But from time to time you like to clear those cache. So in this case, my browser Chrome, it's using up 171 megabytes worth of cache. So I'm gonna clear that, because chances are whatever it's remembering is not important. I also want to point out that I'm actually clearing the cache and not the entire user data. Uh, Typically, if you clear the entire data from an app, the app will think it's new, so all your logins and password which was previously stored, it won't remember. But if you just clear the cache, some temporary files and so forth, those are the ones that will be deleted, but your user data will still be there. So I'm clearing the cache for my Chrome, and you should see that reflect to 0. Alright. Now another way to free up space on your device, some apps that you unused apps that you aren't really using and so forth, that didn't come with the phone. What you can do is to just uninstall those unused apps. So I'm scrolling through my apps list within my settings to see if there's any app there that I need to clear the space, clear the cache for, or just uninstall if I'm not using it. Alright, let's try this browser. Let me see the cache that's on it. So storage. Alright, so it's like 4 megabytes worth of cache. The app itself is about 30 bytes. So I'm just gonna leave that because it's not really taking up a lot of space. The way to free up storage on your Android device, you can delete photos or pictures or videos or audios from off your device. I may not do that right now, but I'm just putting that out there. You can back them up to your Google Drive or to your photos, your online cloud, and then you can just delete them from your device itself. It's a really great way to on your phone with a large storage space. The phone that I'm using, I want to say it's a Blue Studio or a Blue Advance model. It doesn't come with a lot of space. It has 8 gigabytes storage space. So from time to time, even with a memory card, I still have from time to time and clear all my cache and free up storage and so forth. Now in this case, I am checking out the app Photos, which is an app made by Google. What it does is it backs up your photos and your images and video to your Google Cloud account. But the user data is 71. If I clear the user data, which is 71.9 megabytes, then what will happen is uh, the app will think it's new, and if I go to use it, it will ask me to sign in and do all of those things again. Now I can do that, but because I usually use that app very frequent and I'm probably going to search for photos in that app today, I am not going to do that. Now if you're just joining us, I want to say greetings. How you doing? I am recording my phone, myself, smartphone screen. So if you're using a computer or so forth, it may seem the screen size or resolution may be different if you're watching this on a computer, or if you're watching it on a mobile phone or a tablet. Everything should be fine. I'm recording it in landscape. Yeah. Alright, so there are some games here that I can delete, but I'm not going to delete them or uninstall them today because I want to play them first some more and probably do a video about them. So I'm not going to uninstall those games for now. I'm just going to leave them as is. But just a thing to point out though, some apps that usually takes up a lot of cache are apps that you usually use very frequent, such as your browser, which can be Chrome. It can also be YouTube. YouTube tend to use up a lot of cache, memory and storage, and other maps and so forth. Those apps that requires a lot of data usually stores a lot of cache. They usually use up a lot of storage as cache, just to help to to learn you better, and so it could make suggestions that is appropriate to you. So right now I'm in the Play Store. I'm in the Play Store. I'm gonna search for some games to browse around and see some games that I can possibly download and play and so forth. Check the reviews and so forth. But before I do that, let me just check my storage once more. So before I had about 100 megabytes uh, free, but now if you look where it says storage, I have 492 megabytes, which is almost uh, half of a gig. So let me go to my Play Store and check out what's available in the Play Store for me to download. Any new games or anything. Alright, so let's see what Google is recommending. Like I said, if you're using a computer, you're not going to watch this. You're not going to have the best experience because I'm recording my mobile screen. But if you're using a cell phone, you should be fine. If I rotate my phone this way, it will turn it into portrait mode. Alright, so let's see. Now let's see what's in the top chart. So Slap Kings, I haven't heard of that before. 75 megabytes. Hunter Assassin, I don't know what that game is about. Candy Crush, that's an old-time favorite, but I don't really like Candy Crush. Johnny Trigger, Subway Surfers. I do enjoy Subway Surfers, but I'm not going to install that. I'm sick and tired of playing that right now. So let's see what Slap King is. I'm gonna just check it out. What I like to do is before I install, I like to just read what the game is about and check the reviews and see what people is saying and so forth. And then sometime I like to check the images. I'm gonna go to landscape mode, so I'm gonna turn my phone sideways so I can get a better view of these images. Let's see. So I like to check the images just to get an idea of what the game is like before I actually download the game. So it's loading the image right now. I'm seeing that someone was trying to message me, but hola, hey, how you doing? Gamer 172. Hola. Somebody keeps sending me a WhatsApp message that keeps popping up on my screen. So the image is taking a little long to load, but let's see. I'm just gonna back out of that. I'm trying to find a really nice game to play, and I'm using an Android. I'm in the Android Play Store, so if you guys have any type of suggestion of what type of game is really great out there, let me know. I have a few games in mind, but I'm just trying to search for something new, trying to search for something new. Alright, so Top to Slap. What type of game is that, man? It's a slapping game. It's a slapping game. I'm not sure if that's the game that it's a slapping game. Well, alright, so I'm not gonna download that one just now. I'm just gonna check to see if I can find anything else that may be more exciting than the Slap King. Wow. The Slap game. Wow. Well, just the other day I downloaded some games, some real retro games. I don't know if you guys remember the Nokia 3310. I did a video on those Snake games that was on the Nokia 3310 and the Nokia 1110. And there was a game that was on that Nokia that I really enjoyed back in the early 2000. It was called like Squid or Space Defender or Squid Defender. I found a game in the Play Store that is very similar. Like they remade that game that was on the Nokia platform, and it's very similar. And this is it. I'm gonna play it, and so you guys can see. If you like it, you can go find it in the Play Store. It's free, but it has a lot of ads. But you know, it's really great. All right, so this is it. The control is pretty simple. Um, you just touch these keypads. Well, I'm using a touchscreen, but the control is pretty simple. These buttons that you're seeing on the screen, that's what you use to control the spaceship. This game was originally on the Nokia cell phones back in the early 2000s. I almost forgot about these about these games. It's like a real classic. Like when I discovered it on the Play Store, I was really excited because this was like the game that I grew up on playing on mobile phones. So I'm gonna play it once more and let's see. There are like 2 or 3 games that's very similar to this, but this is not really the original. Like I said, the original game was on those Nokia 3310s, old model cell phones, way before smartphones was a thing. Wow. No. Ah. The thing that I remember about the Nokia game though, the original version, you could almost have the fire. You could almost fire. Oh, it's a boss. It's the boss. It's the boss. What's going on? Come on, no special mission. Nothing. Where's the bomb? Oh my. What's the weird thing with the bomb? Where's the bomb? No bomb. Haha! Yay! So they made this game kind of similar, but the control is not so great. Uh, see, the control is really not so great. But I mean, overall, this game brings back a lot of memories, and I'm happy to be playing it. I'm pretty sure that the guys or the developers who made this put a lot of work into it. I'm happy to be playing this game right now. Alright, I have another one that's very similar to one. Um, it's called let me see. It's called Retro Space Impact. So let's try it and see. It's very similar to this one. They made these off the original game that was on the Nokia old model cell phones, like the 3310, the Nokia 11, 1110, and so forth. So I'm gonna go back to it. If you're just joining me, I want to thank you for being on my channel. I'm not so good at streaming. This is probably like my 3rd day um, experimenting with streaming online. Uh, I'm sure there's other persons out there that are doing better streaming than I am. So if you're taking it out to join my channel, I just want to say, hey, I appreciate it. So let's see if I can get back and find that game that I was about. Uh, Just a little lag in my phone, but let's see. Come on. Just a little lag, but I'm gonna find that game and I'm gonna play it. Alright, here it is. Retro Space Impact. Retro Space Impact is also a game that they modeled off of the Space Defender game that was on the Space Impact game that was on the Nokia 3310. The control on this one is not so great. It auto fires, but to move it you have to touch the screen. You know, that's how you move it. So the control is not the best on this. So overall, I would give this game like a 3 stars. I mean, it's a great game, but I think the developers need to improve on the control in this game. I'm gonna play it once more and so you can see. So it auto fires by itself, but like I said, to control it I have to swipe my finger either up or down or in the direction that I want the ship to go. And the control is not the best control. I think the control needs improving, some improvement. Overall, I would just give this game like a 3 star. Mainly because of the control, it's not so good. So let me get back out of this and see what other game I have here. I have a few retro games. So I just played Retro Space Impact. Now I'm gonna play Space Squids. and all of these games that I'm about to play right now are teamed off of the original Nokia 3310 Space Impact game. Oh, I'm sorry, this is actually Snake. So let me get back out of that. That's not the one I want. Alright, here it is. Space Defense. If you were born in the late 90s or in the 90s, in the early 2000s, these were the games to play on cell phones. Alright, so let's see if I remember how to play this. The control is a little bit different. I'm trying to move that thing out of the way. Alright. Come on. Alright, so it's play. Play. Alright, so for this, the control is a little bit more manual. I have to tap the screen for it to fire. So you see, if I tap the screen, it fires. And over to the right where you see those two blue button, one goes up and the other goes down. So that's how the control is set up in this one. It's a little bit better than the previous game, but I don't think the characters are as it used to be in the original game. But the control is better in this one than the previous game that I was. Wow. And there isn't a way to move forward. Like, I can't move forward. I only can go up or down. There's no way for me to move my ship forward or backward. So I mean, I would give this also a 3 star. I mean, the control is better, but the gameplay is like It's like not so good. I wish I could go like forward. I want to say hello to all my viewers. If you're just joining, I want to say hello. If you speak English, if you speak Spanish, I want to say hola. And if you speak Japanese, how the hell do you say hello in Japanese? Nayo, nayo. If you're in Jamaica, I want to say wagwan, because that's how you say hello in Jamaica. Wagwan. But in English, you say hi. In Spanish, you say hola. Como te llamas? Como te llamas? And then the person, oh, is that a boss? This is not like the original, like I remembered. I guess they just kind of got the idea from the original game back that Nokia made, but they just improvised on it and kind of came up with their own characters and stuff. Um, ah, so I got a congrats. I made it past level 1 in this. Overall, I would give this like a 3 stars. And comment and tell the developers to, you know, do some improvements on it with the controls. I wish I could go forward. I wish I could make my character go forward and then go backwards. Um, I like that I can tap the fire, and I like that I can go up and down, but I wish I could go forward, and I wish the gameplay was a little bit more exciting. Now, I think I have one more game that's similar to the original Space Impact game from the old model Nokia phones, such as the 3310, the 1011, and the 1011i that Nokia came out with in the early 2000s. I just played Space Defense. Let me try and play Space Squids and see how that one is like. I'm using my cell phone to play this game, so if you're watching on a computer, maybe your experience is not so good but I mean, I'm hoping that you are enjoying this. Alright, so I'm gonna hit play for the Space Squids, and let's see what this one is like. Alright, so this one, but it just start I'm trying to learn the controls. Alright, this one definitely gets a 5-star for the gameplay in terms of the graphics. It is almost exactly like how the Nokia original game was like, but the controls on this is really terrible. Like, I don't even know. Alright, if I touch the screen, it starts to fire, but to go up, let's see how I go up. I guess I have to move my fingers in the direction that I want my spaceship to go. But the thing about that is, it's not so good. It's really, the control is really terrible. So I would give the control like a 2.5 star or a 3 star. But the in terms of the gameplay and the graphics in this, I would give it like a 5 star, because it's so much like the original, just like I remembered all of those characters that I'm seeing that is moving towards me. It is just really similar, and it makes the same exact firing sound. I wish the control was a little bit more manual, but the boss game, I wish the control was better, but maybe with a little bit more practice, with this type of control, I'm pretty sure I can master this game. But my first experience with majority of these games that they built off of the original Space Impact is the controls. If they could master the control, I think it will make the game absolutely excellent. If you want to play this game, like I said, it's available free in the Android Play Store. I don't own the game. I just simply just downloaded it from my Play Store and just started playing right away. So you can definitely get this in the Google Play Store. I'm not sure if it's on Apple, but I do know that for sure it is on Android. The control is really not so good. Let's say hello to my little friend. Gameplay drama here. Can't even see my life. Say hello to my little friend. Gameplay drama. No. Very similar to the original Space Impact that was on that came out on the old model Nokia, such as the Nokia 3310, the Nokia I think 3320, and so those models. So far, the one that has the best control is Combat Strike. Combat Strike had the best control in my opinion, because even though I'm playing it on a touch screen, it gives me the option to tap on certain section of the screen as if I would when I'm playing on like keypad phones, like those old model phones. So I'm gonna load Combat Strike once more, and you'll see the control. So I feel that if the other developers could incorporate like a control system such as this one, if you notice, look at the controls. I can go up, can go down, can go forward, and so forth. And over to the right, I have the option to fire. The only thing is, so they really did a great work on the controls in this one. I mean, I can manually with ease control my ship, so I love the control in this version better than the other ones. So for controls, the Cosmic Strike really dominate the other ones, but in terms of graphic, and you know, I think Space Squids really did a great job in terms of getting the graphics you know, really great and awesome. I'm going to go back in Space Squids once more so you can see what the graphics is like. Although even though they got the graphics right, and I'm going to give them a big thumbs up on that, the control is where they really did a terrible job in. So if you incorporate a type of control that is in the Cosmic Squid, I think this game will be like very, very awesome, more than it actually is. And if Cosmic Strike could improve on their graphics and gameplay, such as this one, I think that they would be really great. Because look at this, it looks like I'm actually moving. It looks like my ship is actually moving, as opposed to the other games. It looks like the enemies are just only approaching me, but this one it gives me the feeling as if I'm actually going forward, and so forth. The control on this and this one, Space Squids, I just move my fingers in the direction how I want my ship to go. So I can go forward and can go back, and I can go up and I can go down. To fire, I simply just hold on the screen and it fires. And I have my missiles. But I really wish the controls were better. But overall, it's really a great game. I would say this one is the best in terms of the graphics, in terms of the display. And then Cosmic Strike is the best one in terms of control. So that's it. I want to thank you guys for joining me. I am about to close this stream and possibly reopen another stream, um, and get some other games playing and so forth. So thank you guys for joining. Gameplay Drama. Let's see here. Somebody was sending me. Oh yes, I want to say hello to ELVF Gamer 172. I want to say hello to you. All the way from Jamaica. So greetings to you, ELVF Gamer 172. Hola to you too as well, my friend. I hope that you subscribe to my channel. It's not the best streaming channel out there. I'm sure there are other streaming gaming channels that are better than mine, but hey, I'm just doing my thing. You know what I'm saying? Aha! I am just doing my thing. So that's it for now. Um, you can check out my other videos. I'm pretty sure that you'll find something on there that's worth watching and that's worth your time. Thank you again. Have a beautiful, wonderful day. Until next time, Gameplay Drama, signing out.